This is Rikrok with my bro
Josman food.
We're here to do a short teaser about what went down in Nigeria and Cameroon. We came home just 1.5 weeks ago. Still baffled. It was crazy. So I'm gonna give you a short background first. Then we're gonna go through the preparations, what went down, and what happens next. So background is in 2018 I went down to Lagos to connect with B-Boy Invincible and Loudbass to check out what is breaking in Nigeria. It was a cool trip funded by Konstnärsnämnden, or Swedish Grants Arts Council. Led to that I could apply for money to get people to Scandinavia and Sweden. So JC came to Malmö, stayed at my house for 3 weeks in 2019. We did a tour. He could take a good look at what's going down here. We had a lot of interesting discussions and led to a bigger project that was formalized till 2020, where 3 people got money for going down and doing an exchange in Cameroon and Nigeria. It was moved till 2022 due to COVID, and it was me and Josman. We went, and the aim was to gather reflections and knowledge to build Cypher culture here, and then spread it like rings on water. Preparations was immense. First to actually get the funding, and Josman couldn't apply to Konstnärsnämnden, so we found money at National Theatre, Riksteatern, and from Devote. For his trip we had one other guy that had to cancel due to a positive COVID result just the night before, so it was just the 2 of us who went. We got the funding, we paid a lot ourselves. Was a lot of administration around to get the vaccinations in order, uploading, get the visas managed. Especially Cameroon was easy visa process and vaccinations, but Nigeria was so heavy bureaucratic. I advise everyone to take your time, do it 2 months ahead to get everything in order. And then we got the accommodation figured out with our counterparts in Cameroon and Nigeria. They helped us to find reasonable places considering security. So what do you have to say about the accommodation and security, Josman?
All right. Hey, hello everyone. Yes, about accommodation, was a bit interesting in Cameroon. You know, the conditions of the country is not the best. Cameroon is a really poor country. You have to be there and see for you by own. You know, in the hotel was like you pay for something, but at the same time it's not really good. Like the air condition is not really cold, and the country is really warm. And for us, when you came from Scandinavia, you're gonna understand that. Like the freeze is, for example, was out of function, but we fix it. You know, sometimes like, hey, can I change? Can I be here? But it was good to the final. You know, also to be out when it was late was really difficult. You remember those guys out?
Yeah, it was tricky areas. Security was just outside the hotel. Was some bad people inside the hotel. I found some unpleasant insects and 4-footed rodents and stuff. But it was tricky both in Cameroon and in Lagos.
But actually, we couldn't go by our own by night. We need to somebody like, yes, early possible, because we was close the place of the festival. But to come back later, I get the company from 2 guys. One day when I came after the concert, was really lucky from my side, because it was a bit like, even you can't take a bike, because they can take you to another place, and you know the history. But it's not speaking bad things, it's just talking about the reality in this country. In Lagos, we was really lucky, because we have the low bass and the dance boss. So those guys was with us every time, and they was driving and like taking care of like, hey guys, you are with us, don't worry. But it was really sometimes like really scary, because like,
yeah, it could be worse, but we were in good company. We lived in rough areas,
Yes.
without a doubt, but we managed because we were with people, locals, taking care of us.
But with the
Not to make
people-
any mistakes. I would never go outside drunk,
Yeah,
like
no.
we can do here.
But in
it's
the
different.
neighborhood, the people was really,
Yeah, really
nice ones. Hey,
Really
you work on the next time, and
Yeah.
I love it. The people in the neighborhood,
Yeah,
really,
show respect, you get it.
Really respect.
Yeah,
Exactly.
cool.
Really respect.
So I'm gonna ask you what went down in Cameroon. Tell me.
All right, in Cameroon, we was talking part of the Damath festival. There we came with intention to share, to look what's going on in Cameroon with art, with the dance, how they express art, also share about how they experience what is a cipher and what's different context. Even we met some guys in the street playing drummers, and they were making the cipher by their own. It was not like they play and somebody hopping and dance. No, they was everybody was making the cipher. So it was really
But
interesting.
who greeted us and took care of us when we got there?
Say it again.
Yeah, I mean we were greeted by the breaking organization Kakod, right?
Yeah, exactly. We came through Krakow to the festival. Actually, there was used to take contact with Krakow, the organization, but about the organization, is I have to talk something really pretty short. That interesting because Krakow is not only the breaking organization; it's actually like a funk organization. They have poppers, lockers, crumpers, b-boys, biggers. I hope. They introduced ourselves into this festival, into also the battle competition that there I took a part. I participated into the top 8. I lose, but the b-boys there are really doing really nice. You have to see the transitions, the musicality, how they mix with Afro, they dance really good. And that was my part about the dance when I took a part in the dance competition. But about the rest of the Damas festival was really colorful. I love to see
it was cool festival,
that.
4-day festival. It was everything.
The people create even from the trash. The people take plastic from the trash and recycle to create really nice clothes. You have to see by your own.
Yeah, cool. And then you did workshop, right?
Yes, also we took the opportunity to also they we call it professional workshop, but I prefer to say was exchange because for my own was like hey, you are b-boys like me, you are dancers, so let's figure out what is going on with you form, you shape to dance. So for me was put a focus in how we can be better when we do footwork, because I saw in Africa they have the same problematic like we have in South America with the footwork. We are really doing good tricks, move, but when we talk about footwork, our shape is, was the focus on to kick, to open the legs. Was good this exchange to say, hey, probably put focus in this and you're gonna get better. That was my part into this exchange.
Yeah, don't forget you taught them how to use their hip movement in their breaking. That was dope.
That was I'm also have to talk about the spot, because the spot there they often dance was another people there doing karate, I think. So we had to move to the place they play. I don't know, it's volleyball.
Volleyball,
but this was in the asphalt, in the concrete. So it was good. The people were, oh, it's really painful for me. Of course, I'm living in Europe, so but the reality was good because it was in the underground. So it was good.
Okay, and then I filled in. Josman made a transition to injuries and prevention, starting to work on physiotherapy, which was my topic when we was in Lagos. So I took the chance to talk to the dancers about how to keep themselves physically fit, not just fit, but to keep from injuring themselves. Just short 10 minutes, simple English, because they were French speaking naturally. But it was a really cool, in a cool dance spot area.
Can you talk about a little bit about Nigeria and Lagos? How was the the experience.
Oh
living
yeah,
in
oh
Quito
yeah,
district.
Nigeria. Let's not forget. So after 6 or 7 days in Cameroon, we got the plane through Togo to Nigeria. Lot of administration. We did not prepare for all the travel documents and all the people that were trying to stop us going over the border and customs and everything. But very bureaucratic. I'm still telling you twice. We entered. Airport in Lagos, was picked up by Victor and Hillary that was taking care of us for the full week. They took us on the car to did some street exchange for cash, and they took us to yeah, for sure. That's another story about the cash in Nigeria, bro. But they took us to Hillary's place where we were sleeping. Me and Josman, we shared the bed. There was just a fan at night. It was so hot, and there were a lot of dancers sleeping in the living room also. Very small kitchen. One guy was helping out to like prepare whatever we were eating, and it was a cool place to stay. It was a dancer apartment for sure.
Yes.
It was cool, and
was a collective.
It was a collective.
It was
yeah,
a collective.
Yeah, for sure. So anyway, because this was our home base, so we were moving. We were being a part of a 4-day conference in Lagos, where we did workshops. Josman did another workshop in breaking out in the area.
Actually, I heard this is one of the most dangerous neighborhoods in Lagos. If you was not there, you was not in Lagos, because they was talking about this district is really dangerous. But it was good to be there. The people is really.
Yeah, and with the wrong color, you end up in more risk. You can't evade that you're a target because maybe you have more money than the average person in the area. But we were in good company. Guys were from the hood. They could give us good advice and don't do this or come this way and whatever. But we stretched everything so we could experience Lagos as much as possibly. Anyway, the conference first started at Rap Joint, where Taxila was playing. We had some talk and chill, checked out some literature, really cool place. And then there was the conference. No, there was the workshops first. I did the injury prevention also that I had prepared. And then there was a bigger conference. No, this was the main thing about the festival, to gather people from locally that was educated in their different areas, and I was happy to be invited to speak about injuries in prevention that I connected to the sports in breaking and how they need to organize from my experience in Scandinavia and Sweden. Also drew connections to the mental approach in preserving a physical healthy body on that level of practice. It was cool discussions, and I was humbly in great company at the conference. Really cool guys and girls, and it finished off with a improvised DJ rapper session. B-boys went down, and yeah, it was really cool.
It was good. I think the final of the conference was good because they put together the elements that take part into hip-hop, that make possible hip-hop culture, and to show to the people as took part in the conference, this is how we do it.
Okay, and then the day after was the dance boost. It was Hillary was organizing a really cool. He gathered a lot of dancers, DJs. It was a youth training camp area out in the hood. And I talked to him afterwards. He did a lot of preparations to keep people from disturbing, but it worked. It was cool dancers. I met a lot of old friends that I met last time I was in Lagos, and I was invited to be a judge in the breaking. There was a Cypher qualification where Josman qualified in the top 8, and Josman he
Yes.
pulled it. He won the breaking.
Can I talk a bit?
Yeah,
this?
tell me.
Going back to that when you said this guy was talking with the people in the area to, hey, I don't want fuck off in my event. Remember when this guy said I have to bring 2 militaries to take care of the place? I was really, you're talking serious? We are doing culture here. But anyway, the event was good, and to take a part there, I say the same. The people, they are really dancing with the spirit. With the spirit. That is something here in Europe we have to understand. We have to understand. Otherwise, we are dancing just for we want to dance, we want to move, but we don't understand the connection between the spirit and the body when you dance, true dance. And that's the reason we came to this project, what is a cypher. And was good to take a part in the cypher, and after that pick up the dancers to go through the top 8, and to win the event was good for me, because not to say I win, because I won more when when I got the reaction from the people, when they come to you and to say, hey, yo, where you come from? Why are you in what is the reason you are here? I'm really happy for that. I show my move in Africa, and they like the Caribbean character.
Yeah. It connected well, super well. So this is about what went down, but this is just our what we brought to and what we attended.
Yes.
But why we went was more to actually do the actual research, and we could reflect on everything that we experienced, but we were actively looking for people to speak to on the spiritual dancing outside of breaking. And before we went, we had an interview with Swedish Professor Johan Söderström, where we had Martha Diaz and Paradise Gray attending. We talked to Focus, Groovy, and Killa Kim before we went to have their perspective on cyphers. And when we was there in Cameroon, we were talking to a lot of heavy, interesting dancers, but also, for example, the president of cultural development. When we was in Lagos, we took it even to the next level. We talked to creators in dancing, Victor Fulu, Shegun Nadefila, and in the end we managed to find a Yoruba chief that wanted to tell us about spirituality and connected to dancing in their culture, what we was actually looking for by chance, speaking Yoruba. So keep your eyes out and stay tuned, because we will release, I think, 10 interviews, 10 or 11 interviews on this platform on YouTube, where you can also listen into what people are saying on this subject. We'll finish this pre-study off December 19th at the local practice spot here in Malmo, where we will talk about our reflections and if there are any conclusions in an interesting forum. Well, when we will also do DJ sets to see can we organically just build cyphers, how does it work, building the culture. So
don't forget about this 19th of December. I see you in the Studio Fremender, right?
Yeah.
I see you in Studio Fremender. So let's stay tuned. Go to the event in Facebook and support also this, because together we are stronger. So let's do it.
Yeah, cool. Don't snooze. Get yourself educated.
Yes.
See you guys.
See you.
Peace.